remember. Told me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Open my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash while I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash while I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash while I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast on this Wednesday. Man, y'all smash that like button. Sub up to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional trial hauls, and y'all know we got Music Monday. But this is Sold Out, where we talk that sneaker talk. Of course, we have the Sold Out Discord link pinned at the top of the comment section. It's free to sign up, or of course we continue the sneaker talk, but we got a food section, a sports section, a music section, you name it, right? Okay, we're pretty much active in there pretty much all the time. If I don't get the content out in time or what have you, most likely somebody has already posted it in the Discord, and it's free to sign up, right? Okay, but tonight's topic, we're talking Nike is suing Clot founder Edison Chen, which we've seen a lot of like Nike and Clot collabs over the years, right? Okay, one of the joints that I'm thinking off the top of my head, and to be honest, I saw this yesterday when Divine posted it in the Discord, shameless plug, and I didn't even think nothing of it. I was like, oh, just another lawsuit. But now I'm looking like further down it, right? Okay, and I'm almost positive they went on to work with Adidas and what have you. So we're gonna be covering the lawsuit, see what that's about. Nike's not playing any games, right? Okay, I got several articles up, and then I think there's been a mishap. Is it 100 and something million, or is it like 100 some thousand, right? Okay, because it could be easily I'll put it this way: zeros in this matter can make or break a difference in the case, right? Okay, I'll leave it right there, and then we'll be talking. Looks like Trump has extended the China tariffs again, which I think we all saw that coming, right? Okay, and I'll just leave it right there. I don't really want to go into the politics side of things, but we're going to be covering that tonight as well. Upcoming sneaker releases, we'll be covering that as well. This week pretty much seems like it's been like a super quiet week. We got two big releases that I know of. Obviously, we got the Nigel Sylvester Jordan 1 low joints. We got those coming, and then we have the French Blue 12s. I got some dripper skips coming with those. Ironically, I was editing one of the videos before I went live today, so definitely I know it's coming for sure. But other than that, man, we'll get the party started here. Y'all let me know if audio and visuals okay. As y'all coming in and out, y'all definitely smash that like button and or sub up. Let me touch the chat, see what we got in the building, and then yeah, we'll get the party started. This is gonna be a nice, smooth, chill stream. Calling it now, just relaxing, man. Pretty much we do got Kwame in the building. Says, yo, what up, Kwame? Been the working man. What up, Kwame? Says just relaxing tonight. That's what's up. Kwame been getting to the shmoney, man. Salutes to Kwame. Let's see, look like we got SISA in here with the salute. What up, homie? What up, what up, what up? Y'all smash that like button, man. Other than that, I think we'll just dive right in because these sometimes tend to run over, and I don't want to be on this joint no longer than an hour at best. Y'all know I've been doing my very best to keep these streams right at that time. And yeah, man, we'll get the party started here, and then definitely more content on the way as y'all come in and out. Definitely smash the like button. Let's see, we'll start. I want to start with the back end of this joint, and then I know there's an updated version of this, pretty much the Edison Chen lawsuit with Nike. Now, if you guys haven't been living under a rock, Nike them is not playing any games this year or last year or what have you, because honestly, think about who all they sued, and I'm just going to go off the top of the dome right now, right? I may even Google this later in the live, but think about this. They sued pretty much. That's my thing. If Bape catch a lawsuit and they settled out of court, anybody can get it. Another one too I'm very curious about as well is StockX. I know there's a lawsuit going on with that one. I know Nike and them seem to be slightly ahead, but that doesn't mean they're like ahead of the game or anything like that, because anything can happen. But we got pretty much StockX on a lawsuit. Bape had a lawsuit. What's the two dudes? Who is it? The dude out in Texas, and then the one Omni and the Hellcat got a lawsuit. If you think about it, these are just off the top of the domes. And then what is that? The other guy, his name was like Kai, something like that, or Cool Kai or something like that. He got a lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? And these are victories that we're saying like either settled out of court or Nike them is ahead, right? Okay. Nike them is not playing. In fact, I'm probably gonna Google that too. Who all has Nike actually sued? You know what I'm saying? And me and Divine was also talking about this too. Like, when you really think about it, I don't know how many cases they have actually like lost. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Nike them hasn't lost any cases, but I mean, so far, so good. You know what I'm saying? Keep in mind the tariffs and stuff. All this plays a key factor into this joint, because some of the stuff you're like, why did Nike wait so long? What's the dude, Shoe Surgeon? They sued him as well. He was the customizer guy, right? Okay, but again, he caught a lawsuit. Now, me and Divine had an interesting conversation too in the Discord, shameless plug, that pretty much we're saying like, Nike them is playing the long game, if you ask me, right? And what I mean by that, they're slowly, like, this is my thing. If I was to do a Nike customization sneaker right now and try to make, I don't know, let's throw a magic number out there, like 150 pairs, and try to sell it through my subscribers, Nike, that's going to probably flow under, while people will pick it up, it's probably going to flow under the radar. And then Nike's not going to, this is my thing, right? I'll run it back. If anybody's ever been to court, one thing, whether you won or lost or this, that, and the third, one thing you will say about a legal system, if you've been through the legal proceedings, right, especially over here in America, whether you win or lose, right, the one thing that we can all share is the price that it takes to go to court, right? Expensive, right? Okay. Nike them ain't finna mess with somebody like me who, you know, we're going to sue this guy for $1 million that we know he don't have, so we'll never ever get it. Even if we take all his assets and put him out on the street, still not going to get the money. That would just be I'm not saying people won't do that, but you know what I'm saying? There's what some people say, sometimes that's what it takes to get a person to get the hint. But usually Nike waits, if I had to, from the outside looking in, again, this whole live is a legend and opinionated base. From the outside looking in, it appears Nike waits until you get some traction, wait till you get some monies, and then they go after the lawsuit. Now, that's just what it looks like from me, from my perspective, from the outside looking in. But I'm pretty sure if I had to guess, whole live a legend and opinionated base, Nike them waits till they, you know, Nike them could say easily, hey, they're like, well, why'd you wait so long to sue? You know what they're going to say. They're going to keep it simple. Like, we just now saw this. Like, you know what I'm saying? We didn't know. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like the person, usually when the person sells amount of sneakers, whether they use Nike's liking or not, once they start getting, like, that's the thing. Once they have success, they usually do it again. And then that's again and again. And then at that point, you start to get greedy. You don't know when to get out. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when, okay, Nike got to spank you because now you're the only reason you're in business. I hate to say it, right? And you can insert the blank here to a lot of people who's used similar, obviously, Nike inspired like sneakers where they're not Nike sneakers, but you can tell like, oh, this is a Nike Dunk, but a customization version, right? Right? And there's a difference between this, right? And we've talked about this way back in the day, me and Dunk, when we used to go live together. There's a difference between like literally doing a customization for yourself and maybe a few homies versus doing a customization for like literally like thousands, if not, you know, more people, right? Okay. Now it's a different ball game. You know, now you're in Nike's bag. You know what I mean? If we're going to keep it 100. And that's where this all stems from. Where we got real quick, Devon Photos in the building says, what up, Polo? What up, Devon? What up, what up, what up? Y'all smash that like button as y'all coming it out. I don't know why I'm coughing randomly out of nowhere. Devon says, Nike knows what is going on. They play the long game and then go on the attack. You're right. They do that. But this is my thing. This is my thing too. They probably are doing that. But at the same time, Nike them waits till it comes full circle, right? I'm pretty sure Nike could probably literally all day, every day find people to sue who's using their likeness. They wait till it becomes a problem like financially for them, right? Or let me put it this way, where that person is not necessarily getting on the level of Nike, but it's kind of one of those like, okay, cool. We're hearing about it more and more. We need to take action. So it takes time. And then also too, man, who knows? These guys most likely have sent like cease and desist from Nike. Them like, hey, stop it or else. Stop it or else. From what I go, and I'm pretty sure as I read through this, we're probably going to find that too. You know what I mean? That just come with the game as well. Think about this. Like I told you too, that StockX joint, The last straw that broke the camel's back where Nike had to spank the kid on StockX, which they're still holding up and they're doing a lot of advertisement. They're putting the money up. But it was those NFTs, if I had to guess. That's one of those like, all right, cool. You reselling our products and calling it quote unquote real or authentication. All right, cool. That's a tough one. Even though they kind of proved that and debunked that a little bit too. But they also was like, all right, cool. You selling products that we don't even offer to our own people yet? Allegedly? Yeah, now it's a problem, right? Okay. And StockX had reached that $1 billion status, you know what I'm saying? So they can fight a little bit longer than, say, like a Cool Kai or, you know what I mean, like Omni and a Hellcat, who he got the bag, but he also had to spend it in attorney fees and had to sit down and do some time, which he's probably going to be home in probably sometime next year if I had to guess, you know what I'm saying? Out in 3 or out in 5. You know, it was a win in his book, so he's doing what he's got to do from behind the jail cell or from, I guess, being locked up. But at the same time, it's harder to work when you're locked up. I'll say that. While you can focus, but you got to go through this person and do this person and stuff like that. But I've also heard, because I've never been and don't want to go, they have a lot of stuff that you don't think they would have in prison. Not free and probably extra than what we pay for it, but it's there. You know what I'm saying? So some people literally, I hate to say it, you don't think you would enjoy your stay in prison, but some people tend to, like, you know, they cope with it and get through it, you know? But at the same time, Omni should be home here pretty soon. But I say all that to say, Nike them is not playing, right? It seems like they want every dollar that's rightfully theirs. You know what I'm saying? And if you think about this too, right? Nike them are also putting out more product, you know, which people say, oh, stuff is bricks. No, Nike knows what they're doing. Their stuff is going to sell regardless. In fact, even if Nike products go on sale, right? Something tells me about it, they can have they can have 3, 4, 5 sales, and the product will still probably be like to us what we pay. It still will probably be double of what Nike it's probably double of what Nike even paid for. So case in point, say like Pandas, we'll say cool, they went on sale for $99 or what have you. Now you don't pay them $99 to get per shoe. You know what I'm saying? They paid a big bag to get majority of that stuff ready to go. But hell, every shoe, I'm pretty sure they already know, like, all we got to do is sell this amount to break even. Anything after that, we good. And if I had to guess, probably the amount, right? And I could be wrong. Hell, they sell a fourth of the inventory of what they even paid to produce and get it made over here. After that, it's all pretty much profit. So they looking like, you know, cool. We don't need all of you mother truckers to sell us out every time. We just need the product to sell a certain amount each and every time, right? And that's probably just, that ain't picking on Nike or saying anything. That's just probably smart business practices, right? Okay, you know what I'm saying? Point blank, period. But yeah, I had to go on that little rant real quick. Let me share my screen. We'll get on these lawsuits that's been floating around here, which is only one. But we'll get on that, see what the talk is, and pretty much we'll get the party like wrapped up here, which in the next like I don't know, roughly 35, 40 minutes or so. Again, as y'all coming it out, definitely smash that like button and sub up. But let me share my screen here. Give me like 2 seconds. Boom. Hold on, wait. I think I'm sharing the wrong one. Hold on real quick. Hopefully I got the right screen up here because I think I got too much going on. But let me see, because I'm not sure if it's got it on the right one, because I'm pretty sure maybe it's reversed, but it should be seeing this screen. Hold on real quick. Give me like 2 seconds, because I got here, but it was kind of weird. Got that floating around. Maybe I got it on the wrong one. Let me see. Hold up. Let me see if I flip this here. Let me try something real quick, because I'm not sure why it's not actually showing by screen, but give me like 2 seconds. Hold on real quick. That's my background joint. I think I just got to flip some stuff. Hold on. Boom. Doing some couple little tricks right here. Boom. It's kind of weird because normally it doesn't show like this, but you know what? I can still make it rock and still make it shake. We're going to figure it out right here. Cool. So you guys should be seeing my whole screen right here. Let me make sure I'm good. Or hold on real quick. Hopefully I'm on the right one. I think, boom. I should be here. Got my sold out screen, but it's kind of weird because it's not showing the whole screen like it should. But we can still make it work. It's kind of weird. Hold on real quick. Let me see if I can make some adjustments, because like, holy crap. Caught me right in the middle of action right here. But you know what? It's still good because it's still like kind of like Biggie size. But let me see real quick, because I haven't really changed this in a while. We got this, boom, share screen. We got this, video capture, webcam joint, display capture. Kind of weird. Hold on real quick. I think I see the problem here. I don't even know how that even happened, but I'm gonna see if I can get it like adjusted just right. Give me like 2 seconds. Hold up, because the kid is like, hold on, making some quick adjustments live on the fly. Y'all can see how it goes real quick. Very interesting too, man. But yeah, I'm gonna make sure I can get this right real quick. Hold this joint, boom. Very interesting. So I'm gonna get it fitted for the screen, but if it had it normally what I would normally use for the joint, it wouldn't be a problem. I guess also I noticed like my software, it did like an update too behind the scenes. Give me like 2 seconds. And it's probably low key. This may be meaning something for me that I probably need to do this because it's probably gonna make it better. You know what I mean? Like easier for me to read per se. But let me see if I can get it sliced up just right. It's just weird that one slot took and the other one didn't. But that's okay though. We gonna make it work. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get you guys right here, live, direct in the action in this joint right here, making sure we good. Real quick, let me see if I can biggie size this. We'll get this, splatter that. Hold on real quick. Live and direct in the flesh, as you guys can see. Very interesting, by the way. But I know that it looks slightly different for you guys. Give me like 2 seconds. Make sure I get it just right, because I want to make sure I'm good. Here, I think, hold on real quick. Kind of weird. I think I got it almost. Hold on. I think we should be somewhat good. Because ironically, yeah, I think we're almost there. Because still a lot of left. Interesting. The whole software did like one update and threw the whole joint off. Wow. You know what I'm saying? So I think we're almost good here. Hold on. And I know I've said that like 20 times. But I think right now as good as going to get anyway. Cool. All right, cool. I think we're good. Right here. We should be good. You guys should be seeing pretty much everything for the most part. Had to make some quick adjustments on the fly right there. Very weird. But anyway, I'll play with it behind the scenes before pretty much later. My bad real quick. But let me hit the chat real quick. We read that part. We should be good. So you guys, let me know if visual's good. Let me check my other like main setup real quick. I guarantee if I got to flip myself back to the main. All right, we should be good there. Boom. Quick setting change, and we are back like that, Jack. Anyway, let's get through it real quick because that took a little bit of time. It says Nike files lawsuit against Clot founder Edison Chen, right? Okay, again, y'all let me know if visuals and audio is okay on your end after making that adjustment. Let's see. Nike's suit against Clot founder Edison Chen alleges breach of contract was filed on Monday in Los Angeles federal court. Cool, let's get the party started. Edison Chen in pieces from his tennis-inspired capsule. This story was updated at 6:06 p.m. EST after the lawsuit revealed a clerical error by the courts when displaying the demand amount. Because I saw that too. I saw that in the Discord shameless plug too, where people were like, yo, they're suing them for this amount. I think it was like 130 something. And then they're like, no, it's more like 100 million something. So again, we'll see what this actually is real quick. It says Nike Incorporated has filed a breach of contract lawsuit against Edison Chen, the founder and creative director of streetwear brand Clot, right? Okay. And again, let me see if I can just even show you some images of like some Clots here. Cause I mean, this is kind of him, but that's just a suit. But I'll see if I can pull up some images toward the live of what Clots are for the people who don't know, right? Okay, which we know they're sneakers for the smart people in the back, right? But what I'm saying is for like the people who, like me, no Clot sneakers really got me super excited before. I mean, I've had some videos on them, but they didn't really get me like geeking like that, right? If I'm gonna keep it real. Where we at real quick, says the lawsuit was filed on Monday in the federal district court in Los Angeles. Also named as a defendant was Juice Los Angeles LLC, a company owned by Chen. Nike filed the auction to collect $126,615.58 owed by Juice on goods for streets or for sportswear brand provided to Chen's company. Chen was named because he is the personal juvenator on the Juice account with Nike. Chen is resident of Los Angeles, where his firm Juice is also based. So yeah, assuming he didn't probably want to wake up to seeing something like this, right? Okay, but at the same time, let's just see what Nike them are saying, what they feel is rightfully theirs or what he should be paying, right? If I had to guess. Again, I'm not surprised, but it's been lawsuit after lawsuit, like I've been telling you guys for sure, man. It says executives at Nike executives at Nike could not be reached for comment as the offices are closed for Wellness Week. It says a representative for Chen did not respond to requests for comment by the press. It says Chen has a long history with Nike, but it was learned during the Shanghai Fashion Week in October 2023 that Chen was shifting courses and would be partnering with Nike competitor Adidas. Is this possibly some hate from Nike saying like, okay, cool, you not doing business, but you're going to work with Adidas? But if you think about it, how come Chen can't do it? But didn't we see some Adidas with Year, if I'm not mistaken? Or didn't they do some type of collab? I don't think it was like a sneaker, but I think it was like some merch or something. But don't quote me on that. So this whole live, legend opinionated base. But yeah, maybe. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Where we at real quick? Let me read the rest of this. Adidas and Chen disclosed their partnership at Clot Spring 2024 show, noting that the Emerald collection for their line would be known as Adidas Original by Edison Chen. So, I mean, but I guess maybe he thought I'm using my own name versus using like actual like Clot. So, because to be honest, I didn't know Edison Chen was, and maybe I did know, but I mean, I don't really think like Clot and Edison Chen, but Edison Chen, maybe he's saying like, okay, cool, I'm using my own name, so I'm fine. Clot's partnership with Nike ran for 20 years. Their first collaborative sneaker launched in 2006. The two had been steady partners since then until they weren't. Little is known about why the two ended their partnership, although market ramblings at the time suggested that the deal had run its course and was set to expire anyway. That's my thing too with Nike and stuff like that. They can choose to extend stuff. They can like, okay, we don't have to renew it. It's not doing as well as we thought it once was. Like Travis Scott, he got a renewal, but one of the person I'm thinking off the top of my head too, if you think of like Tiger Woods, if I had to guess, like I think that deal actually ended, and we covered that years ago as well. So I mean, that's my thing too. Like Nike them don't, you know what I'm saying? There are lifetime deal options, right? Let me put it this way. There are lifetime deal options, right? But this is my thing with the life deal type of thing. Like not me, like Jordan, obviously he's never going nowhere, right? You know, let's just keep it real. And LeBron's got a lifetime deal. You know what I'm saying? Those are the two that I know off the top of the head. Everybody else is like, you know, hey, as long as you're doing good and moving, we all good. You know what I'm saying? Devon says, what's good, Kwame? What up? What up? Where we at real quick? Clot's partnership with Nike ran for 20 years. Their first collaborative. We read that part. Let me scroll on to the rest of this article real quick. It says, Clot's based in Hong Kong became one of Nike's most important partners in Asia. Their collaborations included narratives that educate the West on Chinese customers, such as tea ceremonies and relaxology. So, you know what I'm saying? They were saying they think of that. And then Clots are known as supposed to be comfortable. I didn't like that see-through joint they did, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it real. The one where obviously it's like plastic and then you, like, I don't know. No, I would not want nobody to be able to see my socks and or bare feet. Point blank period, but to each their own. It says, among highs were a Air Max 1 Kiss of Death, which you remember those. I'm going to see if I can actually put that in like another tab real quick. Put myself on the main screen. Give me like 2 seconds because that's my thing too. Like we could easily say like, okay, cool. Let me see if I can pull up that one. I'm going to see if I get myself back on the main screen. Boom. Don't know why my screens are acting weird today, but you know, again, I roll with the punches. Let's see, the Kiss of Death. I want to see if I can get an image of that. I think we all know what it is, but I want to see if I can actually, like, for the people who don't know, you know what I'm saying? Because, again, super classic timeless shoe. I know they did a remake of it or somewhat like that where it was like a see-through joint. This is probably the best reminiscences of it right here. Give me like 2 seconds. Let me see if I can put myself back on the main screen real quick. Boom. Hold up. Making some changes. My whole screen is slightly different, so it's not moving as smooth as I want it to go. But we still gonna keep the party going, so boom, there you go. So this right here, like if you look at this pretty much shows like pretty much the clots, right? Okay, this is the last one I was talking about, the see-through joint. I know they did, this one's actually on eBay, but this is the original one. These are the Kiss of Death joints for the people who don't know. I know the writing of people's name and stuff like that is on the like where my chat is. But yeah, as you can see, yeah, they got a long history. Some people went crazy for them, some people don't. You see other sneaker YouTubers have made videos about them. I won't say their name because I don't want to offend nobody. You know, I know DJ Khaled, it wouldn't be a sneakerhead if he didn't have them, right? According to him. So yeah, let's get back to the article real quick. But yeah, we had the Kiss of Death, which became one of the most sought-after versions of the silhouette ever. It was released in 2006 for $100 and has a listing price of $1,1200 on the sneaker resale site StockX, right? Arguably, you know, if you know, you know, one of Nike's not fond of right now, right? Okay. It says, where we at real quick? Although the market data going back to 2017 indicates a range from a low of $230 to a high of $2,053, depending on the condition and scarcity of the size range. So it varies, right? So depending on what size you get, and that's what I don't like about the resale market, but that also comes with the game. And I know why it exists, because if we keep it 100, reality is they make more or less pairs of certain sizes. Point blank period. For the people who don't know, like why does cost more on the resale market? That's why right there, right? For an example. Where we at real quick, it says also popular has been a silk Air Force One with the tearaway uppers, clot, and oh, I remember those. Dog, hold on, let me see if I can pull those up real quick. Yeah, it's the clock, like, yeah. Let's see, Clot and Nike also had a new Cortez collab. I don't know about a new Cortez collab, but I remember these silk Air Force Ones. Let me see if I can put myself back on the main screen real quick. Boom, Shibaya. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick. For the people who don't know, man, because I remember this joint. And actually, me and Dunks used to go live all the time when we did that joint too, man. But yeah, I remember these where it tear away and you see all that. But yeah, it was a silk Air Force One joint. I do remember. I do. Let me share my screen on this real quick. Boom. You guys remember these joints, I know. Y'all remember these where it's like the silk joint and I think you tear away and then it shows something else. So yeah, I think that one, and they had this joint right here. Yeah, I remember these. Like, I remember these all the way. The blue joint, I remember the white joints, and there's the black joints. Hey, I'm going to keep it 100. These don't look bad. And that's the tearaway, I think, on the, oh, that's a fragment joint. Okay, so they did a fragment joint too? Yeah, they did several, right? So yeah, that's some of their known like collabs for sure. And then there's a Cortez Clot and Nike Cortez featuring the yellow base upper. And let me look this up too. While we at it, let's just go ahead and knock it all out real quick. Interesting. I would have never saw this one coming right here. And this is a Clot Tez, not a Cortez. It's a Clot Tez, right? Okay. But honestly, if I had to guess, and yeah, no thank you for the kid. But yeah, this is a thing right here. It's basically supposed to be like a Cortez, but in a sleeve joint. As much as I love the color yellow, no thank you. Like, no thank you at all, bro. I'm good. Yeah. I'll give it to him, but no thank you. No thank you. Cool. But yeah, it says featuring yellow base upper, offset by black mud guard that is inspired by jumpsuit worn by martial artist great Bruce Lee. It may be. I think I rock with Bruce Lee. I get it. But at the same time, I don't feel like, in my opinion, they didn't hit the mark on that one. And it's ironic 1979 film Game of Death. Clot also joined forces with Nike Jordan brand for several collaborations over the years. Chen's partnership with Adidas this year thus far has 3 launches. The Clot Adidas Gazelle, which I'll pull those up because obviously I think this should be an easy open because I'm going to be honest, as you can all know, if I didn't look this article up, I would have never guessed this or never knew this. I don't know this stuff. Like, not for Adidas. Like, I ain't been checking for Adidas in a minute, but these are the newest version of the Gazelles, and this is pretty much Edison Chen's joints. What do you guys think of that? We'll keep the party going right here. There's also more, but it says, let's see, the Clot Adidas Gazelle line had a second drop in March featuring new crepe sole construction and one of the 2 colorways making use of Clot's signature silk pattern. In addition, Clot and Adidas Gazelle dropped last year. It says in June, the collaboration introduced the Adidas Clot Stan Smith. So let's see what these guys look like here. Let's see what they working with. Boom, you guys should be seeing that right there. Let's see. I don't hate them. I mean, if you're an Adidas person, I probably would cop this. I don't hate them. I don't like that little shag rug joint they got going on the back of that joint. But at the same time, I mean, I'm going to give credit where credit is due. Where we at? Let's see. Let me hit the chat real quick. Devon says, where we at? It says, it's not like Edison Chen's shoe hit. No one really cared for his collabs. I get what you're saying, Devon. But at the same time, it got attention. It got attention. But I don't think it's like one of those longevities where, I'll put it this way, I look at it like this. While it may be up there on the resale market, put that in quotations, I never, ever, honestly, I don't think I've tried for a pair of his shoes. And then the last thing I ever think to look for on the resale market is the Edison Chen joints. No disrespect to Edison Chen, because obviously he's made his mark in the sneaker collaboration world. You know what I mean? Where we at real quick? Let's see. The Stan Smith by Edison Chen featuring a beaded details on the sneaker heel tab. And earlier this month, Chen took to Instagram to reveal an insole of the Clot's Adidas Anthony Edwards. Let's take a look at these real quick, which I thought we were just calling them the AEs, but I guess we're going to call them AEs. So he did, I guess, insoles inside of his shoes. Yeah. I mean, he's trying to been work it slowly but surely and keep it silent. But I mean, dog, who's really, come on, dog, look at this. We looking for the insole joint? All right, you know, definitely not trying to buy that, but we'll keep the party going. It says, the launch date hasn't been disclosed, but is expected shortly now that a Clot and Adidas Anthony Edwards 2 is in the works. Chen, an actor, singer, rapper, which I ain't never heard none of his rap songs. Not saying he don't rap good, just saying I ain't heard of him. It says, and fashion designer, co-founded Clot Incorporated with partners Kevin Plune and Billy IP. So pretty much I'm gonna keep it right there. I am gonna transition onto it because I think that pretty much hit all of them because it was an error. But yeah, long story short, to really confirm how much they're suing them for here, let's just go up to the top real quick. Let's see where we at. Nike them, because it was an error. Keep in mind it was an error. So they're suing them for let's see, to collect $126,000, $615.58. I think it was $126 million that was floating around. So I guess it's $126.615. You know what I'm saying? Either way, still a lot of bread, but I think they'll probably sell that. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the thing, right? If I'm not mistaken, that's what we got from it. Allegedly, don't quote me on that. Y'all feel free to grab the kid down in the comment section. Let me hit the chat. Where we at? Let's see. Terrence Bragg says, LOL. Let's see. Devon says, those are fire. The Air Force One joints. Let's see. Devon says, the Edison Chen joints are fire. Okay, got you. We got Terrence Bragg says, LO, you said the last thing you looking for is an Edison Chen. Look, I don't want it to come. Look, on the resale market, you know what I'm saying? Maybe if it drops during like a regular drop, but on the resale market, dog, I don't think I've ever put in my search to look for and yes, I did it, but I'm talking about to actually seriously try to purchase. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Let's see. Devon says 126K. So it's 126K, not 126 million. Still a lot of money, but at the same time, I'm assuming right here, if I had to guess, they're gonna go ahead and he's got Adidas deal allegedly. If I had to guess, this I'm not saying he ain't got it or Adidas don't got it. They're probably gonna find a happy number medium. Probably like, all right, cool, we'll sell out of court for like 100,000 and don't XYZ and probably some other. If I had to guess, Ron says that's nothing to him exactly. And if he ain't got it, I'll put it this way: if he ain't got it, Adidas backing him, they got it, but he probably just that he gonna have to really work his ass off for their Adidas. You know what I'm saying? Devon says that's crazy how Nike can get rid of Kyrie easily, but saw what Sha'Carri did on a video. Look, man, I ain't gonna go there, but long story short, there's a double standard for male and females, right? Okay, you know damn well if the shoe was on the other foot, it would have been a different ball game. Point blank, period. We know there is double standards, and I'm not saying that is right, nor do I support it, but it is what it is. I know for a fact if it would have been, hell, insert XYZ Nike player that's a male, been a different ball game. You know it, and I know it, allegedly, right? I'll put it right there. Nike them say they got all these strict rules, but they're turning a blind eye to that one, right? Ironically, that come with the game. I'm not saying I support it or anything like that, but that just come with the game. So let's transition on to this Trump extending pretty much the China tariffs deadline real quick for like the last 10 minutes, and then we'll talk upcoming sneaker releases. Y'all, again, let me know if everything is looking good. My setup, believe it or not, it doesn't look different probably to you guys, but it's kind of different for me, but I'll figure it out behind the scenes. Pretty much says Trump's extension of the tariffs deadline for China for another 90 days gives shoe firms consumers breathing room for the holiday season, right? Okay, did he do this for us or did he do this because China ain't really fold, right? The second 90-day extension on the China tariffs gives footwear firms and consumers some relief to the immediate threat of higher prices, right? Okay. It says American President Donald Trump doesn't want to be the Grinch that stole Christmas. On Monday, he signed an executive order that extend the August 12th deadline on the higher tariffs for China imports to the U.S. for another 90 days. The pause was set to expire Tuesday at midnight. The second extension on the bilateral tariff pause, the first 90-day pause began in May, wasn't expected. It says representatives for the U.S. and China were Stockholm last month to continue trade talks, and out of the agenda items was a second extension to allow for continued negotiations, right? Okay. It says, but it seemed that Trump was going to wait until the last possible minute to disclose where he stood on the talks. He held a press conference on Monday morning where he disclosed the placement of D.C. police under federal control and as well as the deployment of the National Guard that is expected to last 30 days to implement a crackdown on crime, homelessness in the area. It was then that Trump also declined to answer press questions about the China tariff deadline. So I'm not really the one to talk politics or anything like that, but I mean, to be honest, I don't see China them really folding as easily as he thinks. And again, I'm going to say this, as I said this time and time again, 100 times, right? Check your products, right? Majority of your products in your household probably says made in China. If I had to guess, it probably says made in China. You know what I'm saying? Or even if say it is made in America, some of the stuff the products they get to make the product, it's made in China. You know what I'm saying? So we're at a disadvantage. I think I get what his intentions were, but I feel like just the route. Sometimes maybe what he's saying it's gonna work in the long run, but if you've noticed in your area or just in general across the country that everything slowly went up, I mean, you can think of what may have caused it. I'll leave it right there, right? It says, where we at real quick, let's see, where we at, did I read that? But it seems like Trump was going to wait to deadline. Let's see, read that part. It says the question about the tariffs deadline. I think, yeah, the crackdown on that. It was Trump who also, we read that part. So let's go on to the next part of the article. It says, we'll see what happens, he said, adding only that the U.S. has been dealing very nicely with China. Debatable. You know, tariffs under the temporary pause remain at a 30%, down from the 55%, but could have risen as high as 145% for some goods imported to the U.S. if the pause had not been extended for a second time. For shoe companies and the consumers, the new pause is good news. Many footwear firms were already shipping quantities of shoes to boost inventory levels ahead of possible higher tariffs if a deal couldn't be reached. Now they don't have to compete with the other firms trying to do the same thing, a move that also has resulted in higher shipping costs as companies adjust to get their goods onto the ships ahead of their competitors. So again, they're all trying to get as much over because they don't know what to expect. So what I'm getting from this, they're like, hey, get all that shit that we're in, hey, get it as soon as possible before this shit goes up so we don't, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to think too, because if you think about it, if they don't and they got to pay extra for the shit, we're going to have to pay extra. At the end of the day, the little guy's the one that's going to always end up hurting, you know, people like us, you know what I mean? It says, in addition to the delay gives footwear firms more flexibility on where their goods are produced. Steve Madden Ltd CEO Edward Rosefield said last month in the company's second quarter earnings call that the company did move some product production for fall back to China and causes where it would be difficult to ensure on-time delivery, product quality, and or unreasonable pricing at an alternative country. So I think they've been dealing with China so long. It's like they are looking for other options. But I mean, to be honest, probably for a lot of these business, getting their stuff made in China is probably the best option for them financially as a business, because nobody probably anticipated this happening on the level that it has happened, you know, or that it may happen, right? And while much of the holiday assorted mix are on the waters of arrival by the end of August, there's still a selection that come in later in the season. The extension also means that footwear firms can gauge customers' reputation to some styles before they change styles through reorders. The 90-day extension runs through November 12th, right? This is my thing, right? Cool, I'm glad we got some dates in here. If it runs all the way to November 12th, right? That's holiday season, dog. Everything goes up holiday season. If they don't reach a deal, if I had to guess, if Trump's trying not to be the Grinch that stole Christmas, I'm no betting man, but I wouldn't be surprised if we got another like extension, right? Okay, that's my thing. If we got another 90-day extension. It says it also now gives shoe firms and retailers the opportunity to bring ahead of time some of their shoe assortment mix for spring in case the thought of higher tariffs fails to result in the new U.S.-China trade agreement. Where we at real quick, as far as consumers, they no longer have to think about stockpiling shoe purchases in case prices jump, even though some increased costs either have been passed on to the incrementally or the fall season gets underway. UBS Global Chief Economics Paul Donovan last month said the temporary global tariff pause through August 1st means that the consumers may not feel any major inflation spike until January 2026. So, I mean, again, they're saying like, okay, cool, we could see some more stuff, but at the same time, we're getting a pause here. It could be a lot that goes onto it. To be honest, if I had to guess, and I don't know, I'm not like a, politician, or I'm not the genius when it comes to this stuff, but if I had to guess, I'm assuming with it falling on November 12th, and if they don't have some type of deal or some type of what have you, I would assume that, it may be a 90-day extension. You know what I'm saying? If I had to guess. Looks like we have Foam 509B in the building. Says, salute y'all. What up? What up? Y'all smash that like button as we get closer towards the end right here. I'm going to finish up this last article, and then we'll talk upcoming sneaker releases and wrap things up here for the night. It says, with so much of everything produced in China, a second extension could mean that the consumers may not feel a major inflation spike until the late first quarter. Moreover, if shoe brands and retailers made wrong decisions on their assortment mix, Consumers could benefit as companies do their markdowns to clear space for the spring inventory. So, I mean, we could see some sales if that's what that's looking like, right? Okay, or what that's sounding like. So we'll see how this go. I'm very curious how it will go though, because I mean, to be honest, I've been trying to take a break, and I'm gonna put myself back on the main screen from talking all the tariff talk, so to speak, because to be honest, dog, it's like it changes all the time. And again, we just got the new administration in there this year. At the same time, I'm not telling you who you should have voted or what have you, but you got to give them time to make their things and see what works and what doesn't work. I mean, let's just say, I'll say this. We're off to a rocky start, even though they're probably going to get on the screen and say something completely different, right? But yeah, we'll see that. So let's talk upcoming sneaker releases for like the last like 5 minutes, and then we'll wrap things up for the night. Appreciate everybody for coming through and showing love. Where we are real quick, I didn't see too much floating around, but I did see this off-white joint. I know we have the, and I'm going to share my screen here real quick. I know we've seen this before, but I think it's calling it the sesame joints, if I'm not mistaken. These are anticipated to drop in the fall, right? Okay. If I had to guess. So yeah, these are anticipated to drop in fall. I would like to have these. Y'all know me. I have like 2 of the like off-white Air Force Ones. I would like to have these. I know it'll be a tough cop because, you know, Nike tends to do all these like hunting and witchcrafts to cop these joints versus making it hard to cop. I know we do have the French Blue 12s. Let me put myself back on the main screen too. And then also those Nigel Sylvester's Jordan 1 lows. They're anticipated too, all on the same day if I'm not mistaken. We'll see how those go. I know the resale on those aren't too crazy, or they're probably going to drop if I had to guess. But don't quote me on that. Devon says the Nike SB Air Max 95 is tanking in price. If I had to guess, Nike them probably underestimated the power of Stevie Williams. You know what I'm saying? The man, you know, he's a diehard skateboard legend. And that may not even be the reason. But at the same time, it's with him reacting like that and knowing the history behind that whole joint, it makes me back up off of him, if I'm going to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening to Stevie. Sometimes you just need to voice your opinion, let him know how you feel. I highly doubt he takes any, like, legal action, but he's letting you know, like, I can still say, like, I don't like something, right? That's all I got it from Stevie Williams, you know what I'm saying? Because, to be honest, Stevie should have been over on Nike SB a long time ago. You know, and I'm pretty sure he said they were talks about it, but they couldn't reach some type of deal. And who's to know, maybe Stevie was asking too much and he didn't want to get the, you know, what Kanye took at first. And Kanye, he don't want to be the Kanye, you know what I mean? I don't know of skateboarding for like the sneaker side of things. But he also had that deal at Reebok too. Let's see, Devon says, Nike not listening to people want the neons. Exactly. This is my thing. If they're going to wait till next year and drop them, that's fine. But why even let us know? Like, we should have just probably started talking about this, like that type of talk, like this year. But y'all did like a soft drop already on certain select stores and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we know about them. And, yeah, it's going to make us want them. What do they think? You know what I'm saying? That's my whole thing about that. So, yeah. Yeah, Nike. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Devon says, those Nigels I will only try for one raffle. So, you're going to go for them? Okay, that's what's up. They're loaded up on sneakers too, by the way. I seen them load up. The True Blues are up there as well. I have a feeling the True Blue 12s, they're going to move, but I don't think an instant sellout. But I could be wrong. Mine says, honestly, people don't like the Nigels because it could have been better. My thing is this, you're right. In a nice version, a way to say it, yeah, you're right. People don't like it because we know it could have been done better. We know it could have been a better release, right? Okay? We're not tripping over that. We know that. I said that time and time again. I don't know how many times I'm like, we don't need that extra Nike check. You know what I'm saying? He basically, especially his first drop, I used to go in on that one all the time too. I used to be like, yo, he literally, if you ask me, Nigel just took a pair of Jordan 1s and he rode around on his bike doing tricks, and Cool tried to go off on the ad on that. And that's cool, but at the same time, it's like, bro, it's kind of suspect at the same time too, because you could have put a little bit more creative thought into it. And then when they finally put the bike joint on there and let them do it, that's cool, but I don't feel like we need it on both shoes. Now, this Jordan 1 low, I feel like this is probably the better of the ones that if I'm going to pick one, I would pick that one. You know what I mean? But that ain't really saying much. Long Beach says salutes and respect to Polo in the chat. Spree said, what up, Long Beach? Y'all smash that like button as y'all come in and out. Divine Photo says, with the EQO raffle, $20 for shipping and taxes almost $200 and the EQO fee from Nigel website. Yeah, I'm cool with the fee. It's the shipping for me when it comes to this EQL joint. Keep in mind also, those undefeateds, hey, I was the one that said being patient. I know they said give us till, the end of August. So I guess they're going to take, they took a lot of orders. So I encourage people still to be patient if you hit on the undefeateds. You know what I mean? Let's see. Devon says, if that was the white pair and a low, I think more people would like them. I mean, I think it would still have the same result. I get what you're saying, maybe so, but I feel like it would still have the same result. Maybe slightly better, but not by much. Long Beach says, those Nigels are good. People are being very selective because they don't have the disposable income. If it's not well made, it'll sit. True. I've been very selective. So yeah, people are being very, very selective here and I don't blame them. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, we got with these tiers and stuff like that, everybody's trying to make every dollar count. We all got bills too at the end of the day too. You know what I'm saying? Let's see, Devon says, I'm glad I got my shoes. And let's see, Devon says, it's not always income, it's the colorway. It's a combination of all of it if you think about it, dog. It's a combination of income. It's a combination of, hell, some of the stuff just isn't just hitting like it used to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's a combination of both, but I feel like it is, I believe there's tariff stuff and the income stuff, and while stuff has went up because we're paying more, people raises are slowly coming here and there. Some people ain't like me. I ain't getting no raise. You know what I'm saying? I was just being thankful to stay the same. And you know what I'm saying? But this is the thing too. If your income staying the same but everything going up, hell, yeah, we gotta find a happy medium somewhere, man. It's definitely different times around here. Devon says the fact that Nike is coming out with the Chicago one low, okay, yeah, we'll see. You know what I'm saying? I'll definitely check those out as well. We'll see how that goes too. But yeah, I've been on this joint for like an hour and 2 minutes. Let's go ahead and wrap this thing up for the night. This was a rough one for me, even though I feel like we still had a smooth one because my setup kind of was acting kind of weird. When I get off live, that's going to be my main attraction. Figure out what the heck is going on with my setup. But yeah, I'll be back live again on Saturday with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast. Until then, man, y'all smash that like button. Sub up to the channel if you're new and if you haven't done so already. Of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional trial hauls, and I know we got Music Monday. I also need to cover the Cool Kicks situation too, but I'll probably push that till Saturday, right? Okay, and I'll leave it right there. And I'm not gonna go in on them and catch a lawsuit or what have you. But we'll let that story develop a little bit as I find out more information for sure. Sign up for the Sold Out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the chat. It's free to sign up. Or, of course, we continue the sneaker talk. We got a food section, a sports section, you name it, right? Okay. Devon says, you heard about Complex? No. And if it's posted in the Discord, I really just had a busy day, so I got to get caught up. I mean, work kicked my you-know-what today. But whatever the Complex situation is, posted in the news section of the Discord. I'm going to check it out, too. And I'm going to definitely cover that probably, too, on Saturday for sure. But y'all smash that like button, sub up, more content on the way. And yeah, man, my name is Jeremy Jones, and yeah, I'm officially out this thing, man. Peace.
My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now, hope I don't crush all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry why. Oh, I'ma cry why. Oh, I'ma cry why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry why. Oh, I'ma cry why. Oh, I'ma cry why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry why. Oh, I'ma cry why. Oh, I'ma cry why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember.